Hello there, my name is Eric Menjivar, and I want to go ahead and go and start off by saying that first off, I disagree with the affirmative in this situation that social media causes more harm than good. I'm of the belief that social media isn't what's causing the harm, it's rather that people with already developing emotional issues can turn to social media in order to kind of alleviate their issues instead of seeking professional help. This goes for the same with anything else, such as alcohol or drugs. I don't believe that these certain things are necessarily bad themselves, but it is the people that use them for their emotional needs instead of getting to the root of the problem. Now, on top of that, um, there are tons of people who are active on social media that are actually doing really fine, and also there are some positives to your emotional well-being of social media aside from just being able to connect and being able to keep up with family and your typical things. Social media can actually make you feel better. It can give you sometimes feelings of validation. Obviously, if you're too dependent on what people are saying about you, this could make you feel bad if the reactions aren't what you wanted, but that doesn't necessarily also remain exclusive to social media. That could be just in general everyday life as well. Um, and as far as, perhaps social media being able to connect you to more people, therefore getting even more potential negative feedback in such an array from way more people than, just walking outside of your house. Um, there's ways to prevent that. There's ways to prevent you from, you know, being so interactive with social media if you feel that it's taking a toll on you. So these things are like turning off your notifications or unfollowing things that you may not find good for your mental health, or maybe not having it consider deleting it altogether. It's not a must, or you don't even have to delete everything altogether. You could either deactivate for a little while or just get rid of your application and sign back in when you're ready. Um, and it all depends on who you decide to follow and what type of people you surround yourself with and what kind of things that you pay attention to so that your algorithm isn't giving you things that you don't want. Um, And also, I'd like to mention that there was a interview conducted by the University of Maastricht from the Netherlands as a professor by the name of Philip Verdoen, and he mentions a quote here saying that social media are not inherently harmful. As with any new technology, the key is to use them in a way that serves you and boosts you rather than dampens you. So once again, using social media, if you're somebody who's looking for validation, if you're somebody who's looking to compare yourself, you know, these are things that you come in with to social media. You're going to expect a lot of negative out of that. And if you're somebody who wants to be active, wants to connect with people, even if you're struggling through something, you could find groups where, there's support for such things such as that. And social media could potentially be a benefit to you, and even your mood can increase for the better. And another thing that was mentioned by the same man, Philip Verdoen, is you can interact with people you might not have met otherwise. And funny or entertaining content can also help you relax. So this professor mentions that the stuff that you see doesn't necessarily have to make you feel bad. It could also make you feel very good. It can help you relax. It could dampen your mood, or it could elevate it. And what's more, you can use social media to find support or connect with users struggling with the same issues. Yeah, so as I mentioned, if there is certain issues going on, Alcoholics Anonymous, people going through rehab, people with mental health struggles, depression, with social media, there's groups, support groups. More particularly, I would assume like Facebook rather than like an Instagram or a Snapchat. But if you know where to go, you could find positive reinforcement from social media rather than having it be a negative force in your life. So, overall and well, I would like to say that when you consider the fact that social media isn't necessarily the cause for negative health, but rather something that may exasperate it based upon the people who are using it, and also that there are actually good benefits to social media, not just in the sense of the connections you can make, but actually to your mood. And on the topic of mental health, can improve your mental health if used accordingly. So, with that being said, that is my argument for the affirmative.